Now, before I start the hunt here, I do want to give an extra special thank you to Metallic Silver Skull for letting me get these dollar coins off of him for a hunt. So thank you very much, Metallic Silver Skull. I appreciate the ability to get some coins for video here. Hopefully this is a fun educational video. I will put some chapters down below, so hopefully you can skip things as you see fit if I can figure out where good places to put chapters are as I'm doing or editing the video. Okay, let's get started on this fun stuff. Hello and welcome to a special dollar coin video. I've got some dollar coin rolls here. I've got 4 rolls with Susan B. Anthony enders and 1 roll with the Sacagawea enders. So we're going to open these up. These are, I think, at least 20 years old, so we'll find out if they are all the same coin on the inside. These are some old Brinks rolls here. We're going to see if they're all the same on the inside or if it's just the enders are the same. And we're going to look for some errors and varieties. Let's get into these rolls and see what we got. Intro, take 473. Cue music. Cue coins.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Now pick them up. I'm not rich. All right. So I'm going to set 3 of these aside here, and I'm going to go through these 2 on camera. We'll go through them, and I'll talk about what you can find on these, and deciding on what we find in here. I may or may not go through these as slow. I might just put it on a time lapse and go through them quickly and show you what I come across at the end. But we'll see what's going on. This one has 2 enders, and this one is a heads and a tails ender. And if you ever have dollar coin rolls, the Susan B. Anthony's dollar rolls end up being just a little bit shorter than the Sacagawea rolls. Part of that's the roll. The paper's just a little bit taller, but these coins, I believe, are just a slight bit thicker, so it adds up to just a little bit taller of a roll. All right, let's zoom in and rip into these and see what we got. Okay, let's do the Susan B. Anthony roll first. I've got my microscope here set up, and if I can get the video synced up, I'll put a little pop-up of that here. I don't have a web camera that works really well, so I'm still using my phone, and hopefully I can resolve that at some point. You can tell this paper is older. It's a little bit more, as paper gets older, it starts to deteriorate a little bit, and it's a little bit softer, kind of crispier, falls apart a little bit. Let's see what is on the inside of this roll. And we have a full roll of Susan B's. This is nice. So the other enders all show 1979, so these might be all original bank wrapped 1979. So let's take a look at this. On these coins, there is the, right here, FG. That is the designer initials down there. Just like on the Eisenhower dollar coins, you have a picture of the Earth as seen from the moon, and this is the eagle and the moon, which is similar to the Eisenhowers, but these are much smaller, a little bit different design. Right here on the top of the hair is one of the higher points on the coins, and they do wear a lot there. The big error we're looking for is on the Philadelphia. There's the P for Philadelphia 1979. the rim. This is a normal one. You can see the gap between the 1 and the rim and the 9 and the rim. There is a wide rim or a near date where the rim is almost touching the date. So that is what we are looking for on these. There are a couple of other really minor things to look for. There is a little something here. It looks like it might be a little bit of a die chip. Let me put it on the scope and take a quick look. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it does look like there's some kind of little small kind of raised die anomaly. Could be a little die gouge. This is the ender, so it has a little more toning on the outside. That's what happens to these old original coins. This one has some tone on it as well. Philadelphia. This one is a normal one. It does not have the close gap. The gap is normal size right here, if I can get it on the screen. This one has similar wear. Let's take a look at the reverse. Everything looks normal on this one. But it does have a little bit of a tone on it, probably. Here's another one, looks normal. A little less wear on the hair on this one. Reverse looks normal. Let's see, this one has some nice little tone up here. Everything looks normal, and what I do is I just take a look at the coin, kind of move it around, look at the surfaces, look for any points that I need to look for, like the date and the rim here. And so far this has all been 1979 Philadelphias. These are a little bit in, looks like they have a little bit of just circulation dings. Not really, doesn't quite look like these were circulated at all, if very much, but they are in a lower mint state condition. There is a little something on top of Susan B's hair there, if you have noticed. That might be another little tiny die chip. Let's put it on the scope and see what we got here. Yeah, it looks like a little tiny die chip there. Nothing else is standing out. So yeah, it's another little tiny die chip. Nothing major so far. Here is another one. Date is normal. Another Philadelphia. Don't see anything wrong with this one. This one might be one of the better ones. And everything on the black looks normal. So I'll put that in the stack. It's not just a hair. All right, here is another one. Normal date there. Philadelphia. Everything looks normal on that. Surfaces look normal. And reverse looks normal. Nothing is standing out. Now, after the fact, I might give a quick look at the scope on these coins and see if there's anything standing out. Ooh, this one has some interesting tone around the outside here. Probably from being in the roll for a while. It's kind of got, it looks kind of dark on the camera, but it is a very deep violet purple, and it is all across the obverse here. Wow. This one is a normal. Nothing looks out of the ordinary for that, but I do like the tone on that one. Yeah, it looks like these have toned up from sitting in the rolls, or it's possible they were in a bag and the bag got gone through at some point and then they eventually got rolled up. If they sat in a bag from 1979 till the 90s and then they got rolled up, that could easily cause toning like this. It looks like bag mark toning almost, instead of roll toning, because the roll toning would tone the outside of the coins but not the inside like this. So I'm going to I'm going to assume that's what it is. Ooh, this one has a little gunk or something right here. Oh, that's raised. Let's put that under the scope and check it out. Let's see. That is something. That could be a bit of a cracked die or die chip. I can't tell for sure. I'd have to take a good long look at that, but that is something interesting. It is definitely raised on the coin. It looks like a die chip. No, there's a little something down here too. A little die crack. And up by the L as well. Let's see, up by the L, yeah, there's a little die chip. Some kind of strike through. Oh, there's one over by the stars. There's something going on with this. There's a little on her chin. This one has just some clumps of strike through. You know what? This one has a bunch of little areas of strike through. Here, up by the L. Those look like strike throughs. This might be some grease that's stuck on the coin here and here. Some grease. This is impressed into the coin. This might be some dried on grease from the strike. Oh, that's interesting. Again, I am not 100% on what that is, but I will have to give it another look. And there's a little something there. It could be a little more of the grease strike through as well. Yeah, it's indented. It looks like a little bit of a strike through. So yeah, that's a pretty cool find right there. That is pretty cool find. Next coin. Reverse looks normal. And obverse looks normal. Normal width to the date there. Let's see what else we have here. Next coin. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. And if I like to move it around in the lights to get a good look at it. Looks like there might be a little bit of a tiny bit of strike through in front of Susan B's nose there. That is about it for this coin. All right, let's continue. After this roll, I'll probably put some gloves on. You can handle a coin by the rims carefully, and it is not going to damage the coin. But I might put some gloves on because these are these don't look like they are super nice condition, but they do look newer. So just in case I come across something amazing, I'll probably put a glove on. It looks like there's a little something on the back of the eagle's neck here. So let's take a look. It might, I don't know. That might be a little more strike through, a little more grease. I'm not sure. It looks similar to the other coins, but I will put it up here as a possible thing there. Next coin. Date looks normal. Normal gap. Ooh, the reverse has that dark purple tone. Yeah, these have had to sit in the bag for a while, and then sometime between 1979 and probably 2000-ish, early 2000s, these were probably taken out of the bag and placed in some rolls. Yeah, so far all the dates and the rims are normal. Let's see, what do we have here? Nothing major sticking out on that one. Let's take a look at this one. It's got something really gnarly going on at the L and dollar there. Let's put it under scope and see what we got. I cannot tell. I don't know what it is. It might just be a little gunk or something there that got on it. And it's causing a little bit of a tone there. I'm not sure. It looks like there's a little bit of tiny bit of strike through. These coins might have just had some grease strike throughs going for it. It looks like there's a little bit around the rim there too. A little bit over here. A little bit on the cheek. Well, either way, these do have some interesting things going on with it in this roll. Date's normal. This one looks normal. I don't see anything out of the ordinary with this one. All right, a few more of these, and we'll move to the next one. Nothing standing out. Date and rim look normal. These have all been Philadelphia 1979s. Very nice. Got about 5 or 6 more to go through. Normal rim, nothing standing out. Let's see, it's got a little bit of tone down there, but otherwise looks normal. Yep, another normal date to rim. Looks like this one has a little bit of the gunk right there too. Let's take a look at the back and then I'll put that under the scope and take a quick look at that. Yeah, back looks normal, nothing really standing out there. So let's see what we got under the scope here. Ooh, there is some strike through on the neck. There. And there it is around the star. Yeah, that's infused into the coin, it looks like, and so that's probably more strike through. This one just has more spots up here. Looks like that's just a rim ding, another coin rim smacked against it. This is interesting. Now over here where the stars are, there have been some doubling found on the stars. Now I don't know if this one, it would be doubled here, but it does have some extra thickness and maybe a little line split on some of these stars. That could just be me. Like I said, there are some minor doubling on there on some of these coins that have been found. I'm taking a look at the Liberty. My scope likes to dim the light if it gets too bright. It's kind of annoying because I need the light bright enough to see some of the edges, but it does that. If it is doubling, it is minor, but I'm going to put it over here in this stack with the other coins that have the strike through on it. And I've got 4 left here. Back looks normal. This one might have a little bit of gunk on the hair there. So we'll take a quick look here. That just looks like some gunk on the hair. So I'll just put that in the stack as well. All right, 3 coins left. This one looks normal. We'll flip it over. This one looks normal. There might be a little bit of stuff on her hair there, but it was very minor. This one looks normal. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Flips the right way, and date looks fine. Last one in this roll. Everything looks normal. Date and rim look fine. Reverse, this is the other ender, and it has a deep dark tone to it, almost like a gunmetal purplish gray, gunmetal violet, dark violet, and you can see some lighter violet there. Cool. Well, that is that roll, the first roll of Susan B's. So next up, let's do this. Okay, zooming in here. This is the Sacagawea roll, the one roll of these. I did glove up one hand. I need my other hand free to work the camera because I'm using my phone and I have to touch the screen, and these gloves don't work on the screen very well. So I will, again, just if I'm handling it, handle them by the edges. This will just give me a little extra protection. And let's see, this paper doesn't quite feel as old as these rolls, and these rolls have a little bit of look like discoloration. So let's roll that out. Look at that, all Susan B's or Sacagaweas, pretty shiny rims there. So we're going to try to be extra careful with these. Yeah, because look at this. Here's the one out of the middle, and it is pretty clean looking. Let's take a look at the back, and the back is pretty clean looking as well. That is a nice dollar coin there. So what we're looking for on these, there's a few different things. If we find a die gouge that goes this way, it's called the Wounded Eagle, I think. And that one holds a premium. Also, we're gonna get a good close-up of the tail feathers and look for extra detail in the tail feathers. That is the Cheerios dollar. I don't see any extra details on this one, but we will take a look and see. Also, any type of errors and stuff on a nicer dollar coin. This is 2000 Philadelphia, which is the ones you want to look on for these big errors. And also, not that I'll be able to tell the difference, there is a kind of like a satin Goodacre presentation finish on the coins. I don't know if I'd be able to tell that difference. This one looks like a normal one, but let's check out those tail feathers under the scope here. All right, so these have normal tail feathers. You can tell that they're normal. They would have extra details, they would have those extra little lines. I'd probably just pop up a picture of it here instead of trying to describe it. But this one looks normal, and then over here again, on the wing and body, there would be a extra line there, and that extra line would be the Spirit or Wounded Eagle. All right, let's take a good look at these. This is the ender, and you can tell it's got some discoloration from where the roll was, the paper was, and a little bit of dirt and discoloration from being the ender. And the reverse is super nice and shiny. A little scuff mark there. This one is in quite good shape. I don't see, it looks like the tails are normal. I don't see the Wounded Eagle there. And that one looks normal. All right, next one. I don't see anything going on the obverse. Reverse looks normal. This one's not quite in as nice shape as the other reverse. Ooh, it's got some gashes on the eagle body there. Those are actual gashes. The wounded eagle, the lines would be raised because it is a die gouge or die scratch that goes through the eagle, and so that would be raised on the coin. All right, this one looks like it's a normal one. I don't see anything special with the reverse, but we will check under the scope for the tail feathers. Nope, and no wounded eagle. Let's see, here's another one. Front looks normal. Looks like it's got a little ding right there. Yeah, there's a little ding right there. Interesting looking ding. And the reverse looks normal, nothing standing out. Let's see. No, I haven't seen any real errors or varieties. Normal tail feathers. And there's that ding there. Looks like a rim coin hit it, and even up there on the rim a little bit. Got smacked and drug against another coin or something. All right, next coin. Let's take a look. Nothing stands out here. And front looks normal. We'll check under the scope again. And everything looks normal there too. Here's another one. And this looks like it's regular, been in the roll for a good 20 years or so, whenever it was wrapped up. Nothing looks out of the ordinary on the reverse. All first looks fine. And again, tail feathers look normal, and there's no gouge on the eagle. So let's see what we got here. Next one. This one is in pretty good shape. Looks like just some surface contact marks from probably another coin. As these are minted, they're dropped into like a bucket or a bag after being minted, and so that you'll get some dings and some contact marks from other coins. And this one is normal as well. So that does happen. So it is hard to find some of these circulated ones, especially the older coins you get. Finding nice circulated or uncirculated versions of these with less dings and stuff. This one does have some surface marks as well there. I don't see the gouge, and the tail feathers look normal in the camera, and yep, that one is normal. All right, hopefully this is helpful, me going through these and looking. I don't see anything going on with this one. You can see some scratches on the surface there in the light. Now, when you're looking at coins, sometimes, like, yeah, this coin looks nice if you look at it with a certain angle, but then you turn the angle, you can see some surface marks, some dings, some scratches and stuff. When you're looking at coins, when they grade coins, they turn them all different ways and bounce the light off them in different ways to try and see surface scratches, dings and stuff. And they check the rims. So while a coin does look pretty good most of the time, you could just turn it and twist it in the light and then catch that. There's a ding there, ding there. Looks like there's a ding on our cheek, which is not noticeable at some angles of the light. And and when you do send in a coin for grading, if you do take a minute and look at the surfaces. I mean, you gotta, and just imagine if you were looking at the surfaces, turning the coin, looking for issues with the rim, issues with the surfaces, and turn it around in the light. That can help you get a more accurate idea on what the grade might be. This coin looks pretty good, but I can already see there's a scratch, a ding on her cheek. Let's turn it a little bit. Looks like there's something there in front of her face. And I don't have my lighting here set up optimal for turning the coins and trying to get a good view of the surface in every angle. And there's something over by the E. So I would say that this coin right here is one of the nicer ones we've looked at. Everything looks normal, but this one probably would maybe do MS65, maybe 66, just depending on the grader. It looks like there's a little ding in her hair too. So it's part of looking at coins. It may look great, but you turn it and look at that. Dings all over the face on this one. Otherwise, this has pretty good fields, except for right in front of the hair there. Under the truss, there's some more marks. Reverse. Looks pretty good. There are some marks over here. I don't see the wounded eagle or the tail feathers there. And we turn it, and you can see those marks just kind of pop. Back here, there's a little mark. So that definitely does affect the grades. So if you are sending coins in for grading, do try to turn them around in the light, look at them on angles, and see if things pop up. See what you see. This one looks normal. Let's flip it over. This one has a very nice reflective look, but there is a little ding there in front under the E pluribus unum. Let's turn it a little bit and tilt it. See if I can catch it in the light. You can kind of see it right there. So yeah, those are just things you gotta look at if you're looking at coins and you want to send them in for grading and you're wondering, why did this get a worse grade than I thought it would? There are just little things that they do at the grading companies that you have to imagine. You see how this one looks like it's got a bunch of lines and stuff. Those are little bit surface scratches all over it there. And that one looks normal. These are some pretty nice coins overall, but this one has a bit of a scratch up there, it looks like. These are pretty nice coins overall, but they're not going to get high grades. This one has some marks on the face, a little bit in the fields there. And the older, bigger dollar coins are easier to see the marks on. The bigger the coin, the more surface area, so the more marks you're going to see, and the easier it is to see marks and stuff, what have you. This one looks normal as well. Excuse me. Obverse looks normal. It has a nice little toner on the rim, probably from the wrap. The obverse of this coin looks pretty nice. There's a few little scratches there. Surface scratches, but this one has one of the nicer looks to it. There's some little surface scratching there in front of the eagle. But that is one of the nicer ones. Yep, that looks fine as well. We're getting down to the last few coins here. So what is your favorite dollar coin? Let me know in the comments below. I know a lot of people are going to say Morgan dollars and peace dollars and stuff, because those are, Morgans are probably the most, biggest, most popular ones right now. So if those are yours, what about the small dollars? What is your favorite small dollar coin? Is it Susan B. Anthony? Is it the Sacagaweas, the original version, which this is the original, or is it the new version with the different reverses they're putting out each year? Is it the presidential dollar coins or the innovation dollar coins that are coming out now? Been coming out for the past few years. The surface on this one looks pretty good on the reverse. I don't see anything going on with it. The obverse has a lot of spots on it. This could be just some kind of oxidation or some kind of spots on the coin. Yeah, just little spots, surface contaminants. Nothing is, you can't clean those off, so don't even bother trying. So once the surface is altered, you can't really unalter it. And you can see there's some marks on this one. There's a nasty little scratch there. This one looks normal as well. No errors or anything standing out. I'll just double check that one as well. Out of the small dollar coins, my favorite small dollar coin is the Susan B. Anthony. I just always liked the design. It has a very nice look on the reverse that reminds me of the Eisenhower. Similar to the Eisenhower. I've got an Eisenhower over here somewhere. We could compare it. But I'm not a fan of the size. This one has a little more toning. We're getting down to towards the end of the roll here. This is the second to last coin. A lot of people don't like the smaller dollar coins because of the size. Here is the last one. I think this was the roll ender. 2000p. I don't see anything going on with it here. Reverse looks normal. There's those nasty spots that were on the end of the roll. And we checked that one for the stuff on the end. That is it for that roll. But anyways, like I was saying, the size of the small dollar coins is not the best. A lot of people confused them with the quarters, which is understandable because they're only a slightly bit bigger than the quarters, and not everyone was used to the bigger dollar coins. Let's see, I have some right here. This is the Eisenhower bicentennial, so it has the bell and the moon on the reverse. I have a type 1 and a type 2, and the difference is the size of the font in the letters. So I have these sent together, but anyhow, you can see the difference in the size of the original dollar coins and the smaller dollar coins. These are the same size as the piece and the Morgans as well. Of the big dollar coins, Peace Morgans, Eisenhowers, and some of the older trade dollars and stuff, I don't know if I have a favorite. I think they all look nice. I would have to think about that one. Which one would be my favorite if I could only pick one? That's a good question. Let me know down below. Again, what your favorite dollar coin is, what your favorite large dollar coin, what your favorite small dollar coin is. And again, the small ones for me right now, Susan B. Anthony takes the cake. All right, let's do another Susan B. Anthony roll here. This one has double heads, and these should all be 1979 out of Phillies. I may or may not, just depending on how the how this roll goes, I may or may not switch to turn up the speed and just go through these coins on the end here. Normal, of course, I'm going to have problems there, and this one here in the middle has some deep, deep, dark purple tone to it. There's a very deep, dark purple. Oh, nice. That one does look normal. I don't see anything going on with it. So I'm going to check these just like I did the first roll. There might be something going on over here. It's just a little mark where the toning is a little different. I'm just going to take a look at these. There's a nice little scratch on the cheek there, and we'll see how these look. Yeah, that's a nice little scratch on her cheek. And you're going to check for the wide date. This one is normal. If these did come out of a bank bag and someone checked them for dates and sent the rest to the to be rolled up, then you know I'm probably not going to find anything. But we have found some interesting kind of strike-through-ish type errors on that first roll, so maybe I'll come across some in another one. That one looks like a little ding there, or a little gunk on it. Looks normal on the reverse, and it is a normal dated one. Yeah, it's just got some gunk on it. All right. So the Susan B. Anthony's, there's another mark on the cheek there, were minted 1979, 1980, and 1981, and then not again until 1999 as a little send-off, preparation send-off for the Sacagawea golden dollars. They're not actually gold, they're manganese, mostly manganese. These are copper nickel clad. This one looks like it might have a little bit of the strike through issues we've been seeing there around that. Yeah, that's a little strike through around that star. This one is more minor, and I'm not seeing anything on the obverse. Just taking a quick long, oh, there is a little something right there all around this star here. Again, a little more of a minor grease strike through. That's what I'm coming across on these, and if multiple rolls have that grease strike through, these all probably come out of the same batch. This one has a quarter or a rim ding because the rim is reeded. Smacked that one pretty good. Another one, another coin smack there. It probably fell into the bin and smacked it pretty good. Let's see. There's a little bit of that, looks like that die chip, that one that we found earlier. There's the rim ding there. Let's see here. Looks like there's a couple of spots on the wing there, nothing major. Nothing super major on this, but I'm finding a couple of small die chips. This one has some heavy tone on it as well. 1979 out of Philly. But back to what I was saying, the Susan B. Anthony's 1979 through 82 through 81, 1979, 1980, 1981, they were minted. And then again in 1999. And the proofs are quite nice. It looks like a little bit of gunk. I wonder if that's a little bit of grease. That could be a little bit of, actually, that could be a little bit of grease, because there's more, yeah, that looks like some, there might be some stuck on dye grease that got stuck on this coin. The America looks like it's got a little bit of yeah, this die definitely. Oh, there's a little bit of strike through on the planet Earth right there. This one looks like it's got some dye deterioration, and that might be some dye grease struck on there that's stuck to the coin. that would be a really cool find. Those ones with the grease still attached to the strike through do hold a little bit more value. So let's set that over here and let's keep going. See what else we see. The proof coins of these, I think, look really, really nice. You can get a special 1970 or 1999 single proof in a nice little container. I have one. I'll maybe show it to you here in a few minutes, but I figured we're going through the coins right now. I'd have to get up and grab it. Maybe after this roll, I will pause and see what we got. All right. This one looks normal. Not seeing anything weird with it. And again, after I get done going through these on camera, I'll probably go back through and give them a nice another look just to be sure I didn't miss anything. This one looks normal as well. So the wider rim on the 1979s, the normal one, has the gap in here. And then 1980 on, they went with a near rim. So all the ones after 1979 have the nearer or the wide rim variety as normal. And I don't know if it was just on the proofs for this date. No, this one's kind of scratched up. That 1979 that had a wide rim or not. I would have to double check that. You know, I don't remember everything about all the coins as some people do. My memory's not that great. I usually have to look up a bunch of things that I don't remember. But the more you deal with the coins, the more you look at the coins, certain coins, the more you remember. I probably remember the most about pennies and possibly quarters. I should know more about nickels. This one has a little bit of that strike through there on the cheek and has some scratches on the cheek. We'll put this under the scope and take a quick look at it there. Ooh, yeah, that one is a pretty interesting strike through right there. Try to get it with some good lighting in there, kind of. My lighting on my scope is not the best. I do need to work on that some more. But yeah, that is an interesting deep little strike through right there on the side of the face. Okay, a few more coins in this roll to look at. So after this hunt, hopefully this comes out Tuesday. I'm getting really close to the 1250 mark. This one might have a little bit of strike through there, but otherwise it looks normal. So when I hit 1250, we're going to have a giveaway. So what I'm probably going to do is, looks like there's a little gunk in that U there, and it's got some nice dark purple around the edge there. That's pretty cool. The eagle's head's a little bit of a different color, toning a little bit of a bluish tone there. Very interesting. So this will probably come out Tuesday of this week. Yeah, that is a little gunk there. A little bit of that purple toning. And then what we'll do is I'll probably, the next video, either Thursday or the beginning of next week sometime, will be the we'll just go ahead and have a small little giveaway for 1,250 subscribers. And thank you very much, everyone who has subscribed and watches the videos and who has watched this video for this long. Thank you very much. Ooh, this one looks like it has some gunky grease on it. This one might be a nice find. And on the reverse there, above the earth there, very nice. Let's take the look at this under scope. Oh, look at that. That is some grease-filled strike through. That is some gunky grease there. And that's got to be some grease as well. And you can see all the little shavings of metal stuck in it. There's a little spot there. Wow, that is definitely some interesting finds. And if you find them with the grease still attached to the die, like this one looks like it has a little bit in the middle. See if I can get the lighting to stay nice there. But it is some nice little strike through there as well. That's a nice find. That's really cool. That was a really cool find here. Nice. It looks like this one has something going on there too. That might be a strike through. It might just be some discoloration. Looks, I don't know. I'll take a look under the scope and take a look at that. All right, let's look at this one. I've come across some interesting stuff. Yeah, that is a little bit of a grease struck through right there. Very cool. So let's set that over here. It's a fun find. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in here on these. And this one looks normal, nothing really standing out. But we'll have a 1250 subscriber giveaway, and thank you to everyone who subscribed and watches all my videos and stuff. I do definitely appreciate it. I thank you for all the support and everything. I have been a little bit of running behind and a little bit overstressed with several things going on. So that is a little bit of strike through on that cheek. Not much, but it is a little bit. So I will probably take a couple weeks off of major video recording and editing during that time. And maybe I'll have a little giveaway that runs while I take a little bit of a break. I'll probably still put out videos, but not going to stress at trying to get videos up and shorts up every day or every other day or what have you. This one has a nasty little scratch on the face there, and that could be a little bit of a strike through right there. So I don't see any metal. This one, you can tell the metal's been moved and shifted and something's drug across the chin there. You can see the channel, kind of like, and you can see it down here too. You can see really good on the collar here. Scratches dig out the metal pretty good, and you can see it on the rim there. It's scratched up the rim. Whereas strike throughs are something like grease, because they grease the dies, get pressed into the coin. Or something gets in the way of the die and presses into the coin. Now these are really dark black spots. They might be some extra grease that I'm seeing on here, and it just might not be coming across on the camera very well, or on the microscope. All right, we got 2 more rolls left over after this, so we'll get to those and we'll see what else is going on with these 2. But either way, so no matter what we do keep your eye out for a 1250 giveaway, and then I'll probably take a little bit of time off and just not stress about trying to get videos up. I've just been a little overstressed lately. I need to de-stress with my day job, or well, I should say my night job, and then this, and I've got other things going on with life. It's just been very overstressful, and I just need to take a breather and breathe a little bit. Stress will do that to you. All right, well, let's get into this next roll and see what we got here, and we'll go through those last rolls. And finding this strike throughs and the grease on some coins is a very awesome find. Especially on the dollar coins, especially with the grease, though, the retained grease, those do hold a higher premium than regular strike throughs. All right, well, I'm jumping around and rambling, so let's crack into the next roll here. All right, well, this would be easier to record if I did have the a camera that I could hook up to my computer. I don't have it where my phone can hook up to my computer and record at the moment. So this is little bit harder to do than the editing is going to be a little bit harder to do on this video than I had hoped. And you can tell this paper is older because it's very brittle and kind of just falling apart and ripping apart pretty easily as I pull on it. Oh well. Let's see what we got going on with this roll. And I'm expecting to find more of the same. I can get this roll out of the way, this paper out of the way. So let's zoom in and let's just grab a few of these and take a quick look. Yeah, there might be a little something down there. Nope, nothing out of the ordinary on this one, it looks like. Well, there might be a tiny bit of strike through in front of her face, and oh, on the cheek right there, there's some strike through. Chin, a tiny bit on the chin, under the S in trust, T a little bit. A little on the rim, up above the R. Yeah, that's some minor stuff. Minor spots. By the way, these are kind of cool to find. None of the wide date varieties so far, the wide rim or aka the near date varieties found. This one looks more normal. So I will, when I'm done going through this on the camera again, I might go through and give them a really close look with the scope and see if I see any errors or varieties that I missed. Maybe even see if there's any unnoticed doubling. There's a little bit more of a strike through down there in the edge. Yeah, so these have all kinds of like little tiny, there's a grease strike through right there. Maybe even a little bit of the grease still left in there. This is definitely an some interesting batch of coins here. So I will go back through this and just make sure I didn't miss anything. There's a little bit of a strike through in her bun. That might have some grease in it, or maybe not. Let's see. Nope. Looks, well, it might have a little bit in there. It's pretty deep. That one is. Ooh, she got a black eye right there. Black eye because of the grease strike through. Ooh, and there's still grease in it too. How about that? And I'm guessing that dark spot is grease. Ooh. What is going on there on the rim? I would say those were scratches, but it looks like it's got some grease or something in there. Oh no. Let's see. It is raised. Let's see if we can get it on the camera. That is raised. What is that? That interesting. That's why that looks funny. Let's see if I can get it on the scope here. It's hard to get on the scope. That one is interesting. I'm gonna set that to the side and see if I can get a good view of it. I'm gonna have to probably bust out the old jeweler's loop. Take a look at that one, the jeweler's loop, and see what's going on with it. Wow, some very interesting stuff on these. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, make sure you hit that like button. Helps me out. And drop a comment down below. Let me know if you like this different type of content, where instead of speeding through, I go through and talk about these as I'm looking at them. That one has some minor strike throughs on it as well. Looks like a little bit of scratch on the cheek. It might be a little bit of strike through there as well. Oh, it looks like there's a little bit up there in the top corner. Yep, it's a little bit of the grease there. And looks like a little bit of grease down there. Doesn't look like any major strike throughs, but that just looks like a mark on the cheek. And a little bit of a scrape on the surface. There, so there we go. That one, this one has some nice deep tones on it. Looks like a little bit of strike through there. And up here on between states, so we'll put that under the scope. Ooh, looks like there is some gunk up here around the rim. Nice. That is still a normal date. Yeah, it looks like there's some strike through down here, down around the rim, some there. There's some minor strike throughs right there. Wow, this is just very interesting. And here's the deep, dark strike throughs, and that still has some of the grease in it. Some in the hair, a little bit on the cheek. Wow. And where were we? Up here. Yep, that's a little strike through up there in between the states and of. A little bit over there, United. Oh, I got a little ding going on over here. Let's see. Wow, definitely some interesting finds in here. Definitely some interesting finds. All right, here's another dark one, and it's got a piece. Okay, that was just sitting on the surface. Is this just piece of the rim? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna just set it up here for now. That's what's on the other coin there. It could be just a little bit of extra reading from the rim that has stayed on and kind of fell off the coins. Sometimes a little bit of the metal will stay attached on the rim where the reading is, and it'll kind of flake off. Could cause, I forget what it's called. Oh, again, another term I would have to look up. Let's see, so far this roll has been interesting. This one has some nice blue tones on it. How about that? Little mark on the cheek there. Maybe some more spots. Yep, some more spots there on the back side of the thing. This one has a nice blue tone on the reverse. A bunch of spots. There's a little strike through, maybe a little grease in the A. I don't know if those are just a bunch of little spots or a bunch of little grease spots just that's pressed into the coin. Either way, this one has some nice little blue toning on it. Okay, we have about 10 to 12 more of these to take a quick look at in this roll. Nothing major standing out with this one. I think I'm going to just start looking at just the major or the interesting stuff on these to speed up the video a little bit. And I will go back and double check all of them. There might be a little bit of strike through down here on the corner as well as this one. I don't know, with all these strike throughs and the grease still stuck to the coins on some of these, that has been a very interesting hunt. I might have missed a one of the wide rim varieties. So again, I'm going to go back and double check. There's a little something on the wing there, and a little something in the hair. Let me look at that wing real quick. Yeah, that's a little strike through, and it's got some of that dark, gritty, nasty looking grease in it. That is definitely fun. But yeah, I will go back and double check these, and at the end I will let you know if I found anything else in here. Looks like it has a little bit of grease in that one as well. just some minor stuff. There's a little spot on the above the eagle there. And obverse looks fine. The cheek has a mark on it. Yep. Wow, these rolls have just been full of surprises. I was expecting these to be just some normal dollar coins, and well, they are normal dollar coins, but they do have some mint errors all over them. This looks like there's some spots up there above the earth. Yep. What do you think of these? Oh, there's some grease along here. I'll definitely take a look at that one real quick. Here I am saying I'm just going to try to speed this up a little bit, but I keep looking at coins under the scope. Yeah, look at that. Look at that thick line of grease along the rim. Man, let's put that up here. Looks like I got 5 left in this roll. Okay, what do you think about these coins? There's a little spot down there at the base. Looks like there's a couple spots around the rim. Yeah, and again, I may have missed something on this, so I will double back and check and let you guys know. And what do you think about this kind of long form video where I'm looking at coins? I'd really thought about doing this as kind of a live stream, but I wouldn't be able to have a hard time getting that taken care of. This has a little stuff right here, it looks like. Getting that done tonight or this weekend. But I figured this dollar coin, 5 rolls of dollar coins would be fun to go through and get a good look at and just go over what you could find. Looks like there might be a little gunk on the E there. Let's see. We are skipping some of these because they are more minor stuff. And this is the Inger, I believe. This one looks normal. There might be a little gunk under the dot in E pluribus unum. All right, we'll take a quick look under the scope on that one. Yeah, there is that little dot. Maybe a little bit of grease got stuck right there. So that is it for that roll. 1 roll left, and we'll see how that goes, see what else we find, and we will go from there. Okay, last roll here. I'm going to try to get through this one a little bit quicker than the rest. I don't know if I'm gonna, I'll probably only stop and look at the more crazy looking ones, if I remember to do that. We'll see how things go. Let's see, let's take a look at these. I'm zoomed in, there we go. More 1997 out of Phillies. Coins have a coin turn that goes this way, so it's always going to be face up, and I might not get it exactly right. I think my fingers are moving as I'm turning, so it's going to turn like that. Canadian coins and other countries like to turn like this. That one looks normal, so we're going to flip through these and we'll see if there's anything interesting, anything fun. This one looks normal as well. And I don't always look at coins face up. If you've noticed, there's a little bit of grease gunk down there. I'll flip them any number of ways, just as long as they turn the right way. By looking at them at different angles, different things, sometimes you notice things that you don't see, like there's a little bit of grease over there. Looks like over above the U, you see it there. And then there's the gunk down there over the under the E. More grease. It looks like there's a nice little toned one back here as well. Oh, and there's some nice toning on it. Looks like it's in pretty good shape as well. Near date or normal rim and date there. Nothing really looks like it's out of the ordinary on the reverse. Reverse looks normal, maybe a little bit over the U and United. The T and the E might have a little bit of that grease on the rim there. But yeah, again, I do enjoy having dollar coins, and it's nice that the dollar coins aren't as big because they're easier to carry than the older style ones. If I hold on to them and don't drop it, hopefully I didn't damage any of the other ones. Doesn't look like it, but you never know. This one looks fine. This is the one that landed on the most. Yeah, that one looks fine. But I will go through these and check them all under the scope and just make sure I didn't miss anything. This one looks normal as well. Holy cow, look at this one. Look at the grease on this one. Wow, the whole reverse is caked. Look at that. Wow, the front looks normal. I'll take another quick peek there. Front looks normal. Let's put it under scope. Look at that thick layer of grease. Metal shavings. All kinds of gunk in there. Man, oh man, that is some thick grease up on that coin. There's some on all around, but it's all right here over United. Wow, that is an amazing find there. Let me set that over here with the others. Let's keep looking. Purple, that was a really cool thing. This one has some nice purple on the edge there and some nice purple over here. That one might have had a little bit of grease around the rim in spots. Looks normal here. Looks normal on the obverse. This one looks like it might have a touch of grease in some of the rim, a little bit of strike through there that we've already looked at. And let's look it up here above the Liberty. Let's look at the reverse real quick. Looks like there's a little spot over the United there. Yeah, look at that thick strike through. So this is under that thick layer of grease. This is probably what it's going to look like. The coin is going to look like. How it's got that indent there that looks like it's kind of got a dirty little grease spot. That big thick grease, that's probably what that one looks like under it. Ooh, this one has just some dark color on it. Nice dark tone on both sides. There's a little spot I want to look at. That's just some discoloration. There's a little small strike through there, somewhere on that star. Man, that was a really cool coin came across. Let's see. Let's keep going. Hopefully you'll find something else really awesome in this roll. Leave the best roll for last. I guess I did. So hopefully I've put out some nice, good information in this video and you've enjoyed it. Again, if you haven't hit that thumbs up by now, it does help me out. The thumbs up, the subscribes, it's all free to do. And it does help the channel out. I'm not monetized. I'm not at a level where I can get monetized yet. I don't have enough watch hours. So I'm not making any money from YouTube. So everything I'm doing on YouTube, all the giveaways that are coming up are all pretty much out of my pocket. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with not being monetized and not making money. But if I did, I could actually spend a little bit more and do a little bit more on prizes and stuff. And I think I've been thinking about doing, this one has some nice dark, some like reddish, purplish reddish tone on it. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, but it is a nice color. I've been considering doing some, doing at least one, if not a couple of, there's a couple of grease spots in this one. An auction on Whatnot, just to try and sell some of the stuff that I've got. I've got a bunch of stuff that I just need to sell. I mean, I thought about doing an auction here on YouTube, but then I've considered doing it on Whatnot as well, just because doing an auction on Whatnot would keep everything a little bit easier and nicer. And everyone I've talked to that does the auctions on Whatnot does enjoy it. Is a lot smoother and easier than doing them on YouTube, and I've never really done auctions on YouTube, so hopefully if I do decide to do that, I'll let you know soon. And I've gone through the process to set up a seller account there, and I just need to figure out what date. This one is either scratch damage, or that's a bunch of minor strike through across the whole head. There are some spots on this one, but it looks like it's worn. Looks like it's a little of both, a couple of minor spots, but with some contact damage on the surface. This one has some spots up here as well. So let me know what you think about that as well, if you're watched this far. All right, 3 more coins to go. There's a little bit of strike through down there. Around the star. This one has some of that area around the rim that was filled with some grease. It looks like most of it's come out there. Might be a little left in there. Yeah, there's definitely some really cool coins to come out of these Susan B. Anthony rolls. And looks like there might have been some up there, but this is just a minor one. Last coin, final coin, and then I will check back through these under the scope and see if I've missed anything. I think this was the ender. Looks like there's a little bit of gunk on the rim. Maybe a little bit of that grease got stuck in the very edge of the rim there. It is minor, but yeah, there's a little bit of grease right there on the rim. Bunch of little dots. Those might just be little specks of the grease. Yeah, so I'll go back through and check all these and see if I see anything else interesting. But yeah, where did I put, oh, here it is. I didn't mean to cover it up. That is a really cool find with all that grease that stuck to the coin. So as the coins are being minted, the dies get greased because, you know, metal on metal causes problems. You have to grease the die and stuff. So the coins don't, the dies and coins and the planchets don't become fused and or stuck or what have you, which still happens sometimes. And that's what leads to some grease strike throughs, and these coins have a bunch of little grease in them. So that's really cool. All right, nothing, I didn't see anything major on these, but let me just go back through and triple check these and see what's going on, and I'll let you know. Now we'll do a wrap up at the end here and see what else. See, I'll let you know if I do find anything else. Okay, let's wrap up real quick here. A lot of these have just some minor, very minor spots of struck through from the grease. A lot of fun color tones on some of these coins. I have probably a good 25 to, let's say 30, probably somewhere between a roll or two, so 25 to 50 coins with some more of the major strike through, including this one that has the thick chunks of grease on it. Really cool and awesome find. Different sizes of strike through, some of the larger ones and some with grease still attached to it. And then there's this one here that has what looks like some rim burr sticking off the bottom and a little chunk of grease sitting on it there. That's what it looks like. I'm not 100% on that. And it has a little bit of some grease on the face as well. For the Sacagaweas, nothing really stands out on them. I took a look and didn't really see anything going on with them. They're just some nice, probably low to mid state coins found in a roll. Very cool to find them in such great shape. That is it for the dollar coin hunt. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up, helps me out. Drop a comment down below, let me know what you thought. And if you have any comments about this video, the length or anything, let me know. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great day.